Jake, I know that you're an old hand at this, but does this ever get old? Just the excitement of starting a new season, is that something that you can really just take it as another day?
It never. It really never gets old. It really never gets old. Just the excitement of college football being back, and just football being back in general. It's something that from a little kid you always look forward to, is waking up on Saturday mornings and getting to watch football, and then obviously now being part of it. It never gets old.
I guess North Carolina is starting a true freshman at quarterback. You've obviously started as a true freshman at quarterback. Just what are some of the emotions that went through your head, I guess, against UMass that first year, and kind of what do you think he'll be experiencing come Saturday?
It's nerve-wracking for sure. I mean, it's something that you're into a new environment now. Everything's faster, but it's football at the end of the day, and that's kind of what I went back to. Is I've been playing it for a long time, so. It kind of settles all those nerves out of there, for sure.
Jake, is this the most confident you've been going into a season, and why?
I definitely think so. And that's something that me and Brian actually talked about the other day. It's just that we've been faced with every situation so far in our past 3 years and really a lot of the senior group has done it together on the field, and whether that's winning, a big game by a lot of points or getting blown out or losing and winning a close game. It's, faced with all these situations that we feel we know how to respond now. And I'm really just excited to get going and just see where it goes.
I know South Carolina recruited Sam Howell a little bit and I guess just quarterback circles. Do you know him at all, and have you interacted any?
I know. I think Ryan knows him a little bit just because they're the same age, obviously, but no, I don't really know.
Jake, what have you seen from Tavion as far as how he's gone about his business and adapted to this team and this environment, and how would you assess his preparedness and his ability to be ready to go on Saturday?
Yeah, I think he's done a tremendous job of coming in here and blocking out all the obvious external factors that he could have listened to and let distract him. But he was able to get in here, get in his playbook, get with the coaches, and understand what he has to do to be able to get ready to play. And that's what he's done, and I'm really excited about it.
Jake, I know you've left a lot of the emotions of last year and the performances of last year behind, but having a chance to be in the same building as you were last year where things kind of didn't go as well, have you thought about what that'll be like, and do you look at that as a redemption type thing for you guys and trying to at least show a better face?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that's in the back of some players' minds of wanting to go play better, but I don't think it has to do anything with the stadium. I think it's just really wanting to play better for our team and play better for each other, and knowing that when we were on the field the last time, we didn't play as well as we could. But I don't think it's anything to do with necessarily the stadium or anything like that. I think it's just wanting to get back on the field and play better than what we did the last time we were out there.
Well, Jake, one of the things you guys talked about heading into training camp is that you guys were going to spend probably a little bit more time in the red zone. I know you guys do a lot of that already, but based on last season, where do you guys feel comfortable from just a comfort standpoint heading into week one compared to when you were heading into training camp trying to correct those mistakes?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest improvements that we've made, both offensively and defensively. But offensively, I think we've done a much better job of taking care of the ball down there. And and understanding that we want to end the drive with a kick, and third down, not to try to force it in there and let Parker come out and knock one through. So I think we've, as a unit, been much more aware of the importance of taking care of the ball, and especially down there.
What have you seen in training camp that leads you to believe the running game is going to be better?
I think it's just one, the experience at running back. And like I said, what me and Brian had talked about, the running backs have been faced with a lot of situations as well, and understanding, what they need to do, and our offense, how a successful offense can be if they're running the ball effectively. And I think Coach Brown's done a tremendous job. I think having him here is definitely makes me more confident in what we can do, and that's obviously not a knock on my dad, but I'm just saying Coach Brown has done a tremendous job. I'm just saying, not trying to say better or worse, but I'm just saying he's done a tremendous job with the running backs. And I think the offensive line has obviously came together more. and understanding the importance also of running the ball as well.
I guess outside of obviously winning the football game on Saturday, just what do you want to see from you in this offense to kind of make you feel, I guess, even better about where you guys are during the year?
Yeah, man, I think first and foremost taking care of the ball and understanding the importance of that, and I think secondly just the explosive plays. I mean, wanting to make plays and just really have fun doing it. And I think the last time out we didn't have a lot of fun because we weren't making plays, and I think we need to go back out there and just start having fun again.
Jake, every year your schedule in the SEC is difficult. You play Clemson every year. It's a difficult game. How much of an advantage is playing a Power 5 team to start seasons like you have the last few years, and how important is that for you guys to really get yourselves off on the right foot?
Yeah, man, I think it's critical. I think it's critical to come out the gate with a really good opponent, and because it makes you prepare in fall camp even harder. It makes you go through fall camp with knowing that that's your first opponent, you got to get ready to go. So I think knowing that they're first on the schedule has made us prepare better, made us practice harder, and made us a lot better as a team.
Jake, some of the first quarter struggles over the past years, I know you looked at them. Was there one uniform thing about why you sometimes struggled to start a game?
You can't really, I think watching the film, it's nothing really, stands out as why, why we haven't maybe, started as well. But I think it all goes back to, preparing the right way and, going into the game, ready to go. And I think it sometimes took us to get punched in the mouth for us to start swinging back. So I think we need to come out the gate just ready to go and understand what we got to do coming out the gate to be successful.
Coach Muschamp said last week that he felt like Josh Vann had really solidified himself as one of the top 3 receivers on this team. What have you seen him do to kind of get to that point, and just where is his game right now?
I think it's just confidence and maturity. I think for him is confidence in running the right routes and running them the right way, maturity and just understanding how to get open and understanding what it takes to get open, what it takes to be a good receiver in this league. And I think he's done a great job of learning from Brian and and really understanding what it takes to be an elite receiver.
Jake, 3 running backs listed as potential starters. In this day in college football, should there be just one, or should it be more running back by committee? You think is there an advantage to either one?
I think in the SEC it's pretty hard just to have one guy. I think in any Power 5 conference it's pretty hard just to have one guy to carry the load the whole season. Just the physical demands of that. I think when you have guys that are able to play and contribute, it makes each other guy be that much better at practice. And I've definitely seen that between the 3 guys that they've really stepped up at practice and been able to push each other and really compete. So I think it is good to have multiple running backs, because each one it makes them compete even harder.
Kind of playing off that, Jake, do you have a sense as to how the breakdown is going to go as far as carries, who's going to get the first carry? Maybe what would be an ideal situation when you have 3 guys that all want to play?
I think ideally is put them all out there, see what we can do, and whoever's hot and whoever's running good, and let him keep going. I don't know the official plan. That's between the coaches, but I know who's ever out there. They're going to run hard and do whatever they can to move the ball on the ground.
Jake, JC said they had a pretty boring camp back there in the secondary because you guys have been taking care of the ball so much better this year. How do you feel like you and the offense have kind of grown to that notion that you guys have improved in taking care of the ball more?
Well, I think it's just being smart and understanding when to take that chance. If it's a one-on-one chance, when to give Brian and Josh and Shy that chance, and when not to, and understanding when defense they're good players too. And JC and Israel, they've been in great position at times, so we just got to throw it away, and understanding that their defense is going to make a play too, and so just being smart with the ball is the biggest thing. And they're frustrated at times. They start talking and stuff, but if it's first down, we throw it out of bounds. It's second down, and they got to play again. So, and I think that's the biggest thing that offensively we've done a great job with.
Jake, this receiving core, of course, we saw a lot of drops last year through camp, and of course, going into this opening week, how have you seen, I guess, the receivers get more sure-handed, and there was anything that you or the rest of the quarterbacks were able to do as far as like ball placement and things of that nature, so the drops are less this year?
Yeah, man, I think it's just, I think it's, a pride thing, and not wanting to have, that many drops again. And I think for quarterbacks too, want to never put the receivers in a bad spot where they got to go make a tough catch that, may look like a drop to everybody else, but, we know we could have thrown it better, and I think we've both done a great job, and that comes from just the off-season work of knowing when, where they're going to be in their routes and where we need to throw it. I think we've done a great job. There's not been many drops, through camp, and that's something that I think they've taken a lot of pride in.
Jake, when you're facing a team with a brand new staff, how comfortable can you be with what you're going to see, like scheme-wise from their defense, and then how much adjusting we all have to do sort of on the fly with what you're seeing?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the biggest challenges of facing a team that's obviously had a new staff. But I think it's similar to approaching a bowl game, and the fact that there's a lot of time for the coach maybe to change things. But I think as far as at the base of what they do is going to be the same. But definitely, I mean, with every game though, you got to go out there and expect the unexpected, and expect them to have some new coverage or a new blitz in that you haven't prepared for, and that's when you got to go back to your fundamentals and what you've been taught and your rules, and really just go off that.
Jake, I know you watch a lot of football. You follow college football. What do you think of the ACC as a football conference, and how much do you hear about the ACC versus SEC stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great conference. I mean, I think they have a lot of great teams. A lot of great teams, I think, that have an opportunity to be, really good in the nation. And you hear it a lot. You hear it a lot, the ACC versus SEC. But I think everyone will tell you once you get on the field, all that kind of goes out the window. And you're just trying to play against the guy in front of you. It doesn't matter, what color jersey or where he plays. It's us versus them, and I think that's just how we approach it.
Jake, we've heard a lot about the secondary and how much better they are. From what you've seen, how much better are they?
They're a lot better. They're a lot better, and I think it's just a lot more confident in what they're doing. I think talent level, wise, I think they obviously gotten better and faster and stronger. But I think just the confidence in what they're doing and how fast they're able to play that's what makes them so good. And it has really been exciting to see. It's been a challenge offensively to go against them every day, but it's definitely made us better.
With going up against a team that obviously bringing in new coaches, all that kind of stuff, how much old UNC film are you watching to learn about players? How much old, I guess, Army film are you watching to learn about that scheme? And is it just Army, or are you guys going further back to stuff Coach Bateman has done even before then?
Yeah, man, I think that's like I said, it's definitely a challenge, and I think you go back and watch North Carolina stuff, get a feel of personnel and secondary wise, and in the box of guys, what they're capable of, but I think like for him, we'd go back and really watch everything, everything that we can get our hands on. We watch and just try to get a good feel of what he likes to do. He's a great coach, so we got to be ready to go. Good. All right.